Hello, it's Strigabella. Hopefully I will get through this video before my phone dies or my cat comes to attack the cord. So this is a video specifically for people who are new to the craft. I want to start out by saying when you first get started and you have an interest, or maybe you've always had an interest in things of a magical nature or witchy nature, I know that most of us who are involved in the craft have kind of always known that we had an interest in things of nature or things of fairy tales, mystical, mythological type of things. So if you've always had an interest in things like that, and it's kind of been a theme throughout your life, chances are it will be something that you're going to always stick with. But some people kind of dabble here and there. They're interested and then they're not. And they go through fluctuations, which is fine. There's different books for different interests in different areas of magical practice. Some people do not do anything to do with casting spells or doing anything magical at all. Some people limit it to just like honoring nature. Some people participate in rituals, but they do not do spell work. Other people just kind of focus on being a spiritual person or honoring nature. So that being said, it's kind of something that nobody can tell you what you believe. You kind of have to look within yourself and really get to know yourself at a deeper level. As you start reading about what paganism is and what different types of areas of expertise are, you'll learn about shadow work, which is really important. Shadow work, I think, is one of the most important things in this kind of a path. And it kind of goes throughout any religious endeavor, kind of, because you have to examine the whole of who you are. We all have good, we all have bad in us. We all have a tendency to want to make things easier for ourselves versus sacrificing so that it can be easier for somebody else. And really getting to know your own self and your own areas of strengths and weaknesses is a very important thing, because along any spiritual path, whether it be in a church, Christian, Jewish, witchcraft, anything, the spirit will tend to challenge you in the areas where you need challenging, which makes a lot of sense. Without suffering,
the bulky rolls, is that what happened?
Sorry. Without suffering, there can't be growth. Without rain, there can't be growth. Some people think storms or earthquakes or whatever are a bad thing, but sometimes things need to get burnt down in order to rise from the ashes and grow again. So, that being said, nobody else can do your own spiritual work, your own spiritual journey, but you. So, we can all give you information and guide you, and you can ask questions, but the work has to be done, and the reading and the commitment has to be your own. So, that being said, I'm going to share some of the books that I have kept over the years that I think are great reference books. I'm big on reference materials, like stuff that you can go back and read over and over again, because sometimes you read it once and certain chapters really speak to you and you learn from, and then year, 2 years goes by and you read the book again, and chapters that might have gone over your head, suddenly you understand better. So, when I first started my interest and my coming out with my interest more, really being able to like go buy books and seek information, I started out with the Witch's Almanac. It's a great source. Let's see if I have one here. I'm sure I do. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, here's one. They go back quite a long time, I think into the 90s. The Witch's Almanac, you can order back issues, and there's a lot of stuff in there that is general information for all types of spiritual practice within paganism and that type of interest practicing type of stuff. There's a lot of history, there's stuff related to the seasons, so you can learn a lot just by reading through it. And if you're just learning about how to tune in with the cycles of the year, it's really good because it has like the sections that go along with the times of the year. Same thing with this book, the Magical Almanac. You can look these up online. They all have websites, and you can order from there. These are all, I believe, published by Llewellyn, so you can get a lot of their books about occultism and things of that nature on their website. So those two are really great for beginners, and us who are a little bit more experienced, we like it too because it has a lot of great tips and great information that is more like kind of reading a magazine for witches. This is a must-have. I think everybody has this book probably by now. If you've been interested in it for a while, you have to know about your herbs, no matter what type of craft you're into, because herbs are important, whether you're just into holistic stuff, you're concerned about the environment, or if you're into serious magic. You need to know the qualities of the herbs. If you're just into herbalism, you need to know the medicinal qualities and the how to recognize the plants and the flowers, what they're used for. If you want more serious information, there's also, it tells you the deities related to it, what planets rule, and all of that. So this is a great must-have that you can kind of keep in your library like forever. A great beginner book or a beginner author is Silver Ravenwolf. I don't have my old books by her, my beginner books. I think it's To Ride a Silver Broomstick was one of the first ones. I kind of gave them away to newer people, but she's a great author. I love the Halloween book because I'm like obsessed with Halloween, so I kept that one, which I love, and it has a lot of recipes and things related to that time of the year. For my particular ancestry, I have Aradia, the Gospel of the Witches, which is by Charles Leland, and this is a great book just to read because you can see how the roots of a lot of different traditions have come from the words in this book. If you are a little bit more know that you're going to continue on this path, and you're sure of that, I recommend Christopher Penczak. His books are more set up for a study. There's all different ones for different topics, and it's more academic. It's like almost like you can do a course by yourself with this workbook. It has lessons in it. Mine has this cut out because I get used books usually, and that's another recommendation, is that it's better to buy the books used, and then if you really know you're going to keep it and you love it and you want a brand new one, sometimes you get a brand new one even through the used book sites, but I go through usually Thrifty Books, or I look on Amazon and I choose used. You can get the books for a fraction of the price, and most of the time they're either brand new or they've only been used a little. This one just happened to have the front cut out, but the inside of the book was like never used. So Christopher Penczak is a little bit more advanced, but I like the exercises in them because if you really do them, they will train your mind, and they'll make it so you really are advancing more than you can just simply by reading and trying to kind of do it yourself. Because describing what it is to meditate is one thing, but to actually do it is another. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. This book is actually supposed to be geared towards young children. It is The Grimoire for the Apprentice Wizard. The guy who wrote this is a very interesting man. He's very old, and him and his wife, I think his wife actually just died. I don't think they were married. I think they were life partners, but Oberon Zell, he was known to have patented unicorns. He found a type of goat, and he figured out some kind of a formula so that they would have one horn. So he's known for having bred unicorns. But he's been involved in magic his entire life. Very interesting fellow, very hippie-ish. Love to see videos where he's in. You can look him up on YouTube. But this book, although it was targeted towards a young audience, it's a great read, and it has like so many charts and reference stuff in here. Like, it's a whole book with just a little bit of everything. So even though I'm very into like academic stuff and reference books, this was a great read. I pretty much read this cover to cover, and I do go back to it because I know that there's a lot of charts, different magical formulas, numerology, like everything you can want to know something about. It's got a base, a nice little start, so that you can decide to go further or not. And he recommends, if you're interested in whatever subject, books that you can further your education. So I'm going to end this for now because it's 12 minutes. But I thought I'd do, a video on some books and some info for new practitioners. And you can ask me questions, leave comments, and blessed be. Bye.